Overcome Imposter Syndrome by David Rollason. Chapter 1. What Imposter Syndrome Really Is. Imposter syndrome is the internal belief that your achievements are accidental, undeserved, or temporary. It is the feeling that at some point others will discover that you are not as capable as they think you are. This experience is far more common than many realize. It affects people across industries, job levels, ages, and backgrounds. It is seen in high achievers, new professionals, creative individuals, technical experts, entrepreneurs, and leaders. It can appear in both personal and professional settings. Understanding what imposter syndrome is and how it functions is the first step in being able to address it. The term was originally introduced in the late 1970s by psychologists Pauline Clance and Suzanne Imes. They studied people who were objectively successful, yet who consistently attributed their achievements to luck, timing, or the efforts of others. Their research showed that these individuals believed they had fooled people into thinking they were more competent than they truly were. Although the concept was first observed in women, later studies found that men experience it at similar rates. The phenomenon is not limited to any particular group. It is important to clarify what imposter syndrome is not. It is not modesty or humility. It is not self-awareness of areas where you could improve. It is also not the same as lacking skills or being in a role for which you are genuinely unprepared. Imposter syndrome occurs when your skill and performance are strong and recognized externally. Yet internally you believe that your success is fragile or fraudulent. It is a disconnect between evidence and belief. Many people experiencing imposter syndrome carry a persistent fear of being exposed. They worry that others will eventually realize they are not as capable as they appear. This thought pattern often leads to stress, anxiety, and an increased need to overwork or overprepare. In some cases, individuals may also hold back from taking new opportunities, speaking up, or pursuing leadership positions because they believe they are not yet ready or deserving. The experience is often internal and invisible to others. From the outside, someone with imposter syndrome may appear confident, competent, and accomplished. They may be performing at a high level, yet internally they may feel uncertain, hesitant, or undeserving. This creates a private tension that can be difficult to explain or share. Many people assume they are the only ones who feel this way, even though imposter syndrome is widespread. There are several common thoughts linked to imposter syndrome. One is the belief that success is due to external factors, such as luck, help, or unusual circumstances. Another is the belief that past success does not indicate future capability. There may also be a strong focus on mistakes or perceived flaws, while achievements are quickly dismissed or forgotten. This pattern reinforces the idea that success is not genuine. Imposter syndrome is also linked to high personal standards. Some individuals believe they must meet extremely high expectations in order to feel legitimate. Anything less than perfect is seen as failure. Others believe that needing help is a sign of weakness. Some believe they must know everything before they can speak with authority. These beliefs can create unnecessary pressure, stress, and self-criticism. Understanding imposter syndrome also involves recognizing its emotional and behavioral effects. Emotionally, individuals may feel anxious, tense, or self-conscious. Behaviorally, they may overwork, avoid tasks, or hesitate to put themselves forward. Some disguise uncertainty by working extra hours or taking on more responsibilities than necessary. This can lead to exhaustion and burnout. Others avoid opportunities because they fear being exposed. This can limit growth and career progression. Despite these challenges, imposter syndrome does not reflect actual capability. It is a perception issue, not a skill issue. Most individuals experiencing it are performing well. The problem lies in the internal interpretation of performance. This is one of the reasons why external reassurance alone is not enough to resolve it. Compliments and positive feedback often do not change the underlying belief. The internal narrative must be addressed directly. Another key aspect of imposter syndrome is that it does not disappear through achievement alone. Many people assume that reaching a certain role, qualification, income level, or milestone will resolve the feeling. However, the belief often simply shifts to a new standard. Instead of seeing evidence of growth, individuals may raise the bar higher and continue to feel inadequate. Progress alone does not resolve imposter syndrome unless the internal narrative changes. It can be helpful to recognize that imposter syndrome exists on a spectrum. Some people experience occasional doubt in new situations. Others experience persistent self-questioning even after years of success. The intensity can vary across different areas of life. For example, someone may feel confident socially but uncertain professionally, or the reverse. The goal is not to eliminate doubt entirely, as some self-reflection is useful. The goal is to develop a balanced and realistic view of your own abilities. Imposter syndrome can also be influenced by culture and environment. Workplaces that emphasize competition, overwork, or constant comparison can intensify feelings of inadequacy. Social media can create unrealistic standards, making others appear effortlessly successful. Upbringing and education also play a role. For example, environments where achievements were never enough or where praise was rare can contribute to a persistent belief of inadequacy in later life. Understanding imposter syndrome is about recognizing it as a learned pattern of thought rather than a reflection of your character or capability. These patterns can be changed. The brain is adaptive. Identity and self-perception are not fixed. With awareness, reflection, and practice, it is possible to develop a more grounded and accurate understanding of yourself. The purpose of this book is to help you do exactly that. You will learn where imposter syndrome comes from and how it shows up in behavior and decision-making. You will learn practical methods for identifying your personal patterns and for challenging them. You will also learn how to build confidence that is based on evidence, experience, and self-trust rather than external validation. The goal is not to become someone else. The goal is to become more aligned with who you truly are and what you are capable of. Confidence is not the absence of doubt. It is the ability to act responsibly and consistently, even when doubt is present. As you move through this book, you will build that ability step by step,